big.
That's like I said. I'm trying to provide these cool ass, state of the art, tiny, intimate venues that might grow into giant, awesome, intimate venues.
Yeah.
Because there's a couple other places I got an eye on. But the thing about it is more importantly than getting y'all to perform once is what if we had our own circuit, just like the Electric Bill Money Tour, so that if there's enough rooms on my circuit that I can tour. By the time you get back, you've no longer it won't stale out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We're down with that.
So but it all starts with the first room. You know, it started with a tent for me up the street. It was a pavilion outside the bar. And now since then we've got these amazing rooms that are popping up. And it's also season. And my ad campaign wasn't even about me being a comedy show. It says winter is coming. Are you ready?
Are you ready?
Because I'm offering something to fill a couple spaces on the calendar.
That's it.
And the thing about hip hop and music right now, which I guess it's a great thing, it's very saturated. Y'all are fucking. There's 20 DJs and 500 hip hop crews in Crystal River alone. So
I promise you, none of them are us.
That's no, but I know that. But when, and I'm not even hating on that. What I'm saying is right now the competition for hip hop acts. There's a ton of fucking fish in the water. Yes, you will rise to the top. Yes, you will get booked eventually to where you'll get paid what you're worth. But you're going in front of a person who doesn't know you from 9 other people that day who sent them a Facebook. You know what I mean? So now I'm trying to come in, not saying that I know you guys are on another level, but what I'm saying is I'm bringing an opportunity where, I mean, you guys can perform with big ass names because everybody's going to want to take part in that little intimate,
of course,
romantic, you know.
We've got big ass names that already want us to like come and tour with them.
That's dope.
We're just not ready to go yet because our project's not completed.
Right.
Right now we're literally at like 85% of the way through. We still have 3 to 4 more songs to record and finish before the entire album's done.
For sure.
So, but we have enough work to work it. We have enough work to release a few singles and get the music out there.
Oh, I'm sorry. Was it going this way?
It was good.
I'm high. So, we ready? So last but not least, at the end of the show, and all 3 of y'all can contribute. I know it's about him for the interview, but all 3 of y'all, I want all y'all to contribute. I can already tell you ain't gonna hardly say shit. But anybody, any and all contributions, it's all about a conversation. It's open, a stream of consciousness conversation. Only things we don't talk over each other. Then at the end, I have what's called the message to the universe. So what happens is, Joe Rogan has been doing this now for 10 years. You can go right now to 001 and see his very first episode. Yeah. He has almost 1,200 episodes now. So the thing is in kind of in a weird way, 10 years later, he didn't have kids, he didn't have nothing. He actually could have said something 10 years ago that his kids now can listen to today about their daddy. So the whole idea is if you guys have come across things in life, and you might want to tell the next generation behind you, people our age, people younger, old people, hey, I got a message for y'all. Be a little patient to us, old timers. We're trying. The point is forever and ever, if nothing goes wrong, this will be forever in the universe. So in theory, 100 years from now, your great-great-great-grandchildren can do an essay about their great-great-great-granddaddy, and they can use this message. And so you can literally look in the camera and talk to the future. For the
I like that. That's tight.
And I tell you what happened was there's a thing called a sensory deprivation tank.
Yeah, I know what it is.
So Joe Rogan, right? So I almost bought a gym when I cashed out. So I was looking at buying a gym, and I was thinking about bringing this in because there wasn't anything around there like that. So I went out to Castleberry to try it, right? There's one out there. So the guy comes in, he looks at me, I'm dressed like this. This is like a yoga studio with all these vegans running around and shit. Look like a bunch of little fairies, little waifs, little girls this big from UCF, you know? And he's like, You doing a tank? I'm like, yeah. He goes, you booked 2 hours? I'm like, yeah. He goes, you done this before? I go, no. He's like, all right, spill it. What's your story? There's no way you're out here getting a fucking float. Now what's going on? So I told him, I said, Joe Rogan, and I told him the whole story, and he starts laughing. I go, what's so funny? He goes, same interview. The reason why I own the tanks, I own the jiu-jitsu studio next door. And it was all because of that whole thing. So that's when I started seeing the power of things being said once and will go on, you know, forever and ever and ever. So you know how many people, you know how many generations of people catch Joe Rogan's episodes for the first time every day? Like
of course.
every day, somebody's stumbling onto a Joe Rogan podcast for the first time. And their mind is about to be officially blown the fuck up. I say Joe Rogan is a modern day Gandhi. He's changing the entire world. He's teaching people how to eat better, think better, be positive. He's a weird dude, man.
I love that, man. That's what we stand for. That's what we stand for. We stand for positivity and.
I'm about to order 15 chickens. Put them right over my backyard. Everybody's gonna get free eggs.
You should stand for something.
Oh yeah, we need that beat.
He's an egg eater.
He's got himself 4 chickens.
Yeah,
I got 5 chickens.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to get 15 because that's how much they send them online. I wanted to see that shit come in.
Here in about a couple weeks.
Because my box of chickens, yo. Can't wait.
They'll be laying eggs. Yeah, those chairs are killer.
Oh yeah, see.
You want me to? I can actually.
No.
Would it be possible?
I told you, man. I walk in the same
like
shoes you do, my big brother. These guys don't know. The struggle's real. I think every day. I look at every fucking thing around me. I look where I sit, how I sit, where I lean. I know everything.
Shit, the only thing I'll be worried about is get my
You ever tried Kratom? You ever tried Kratom?
I'm on CBD. I don't want to get too strong on Kratom.
I love Kratom.
Yeah, there's really no strung out. It just means your back might not hurt as much. I got a bottle if you'd like a couple. That's all.
Yeah.
Kratom saved my ass, man. That was one of the big things because I was on 4 perk 10s a day for 12 years.
I've been taking the CBD
by
instead of my
prescription.
perks. I've been taking.
Dude, if you try that, right? 6 months I was off everything.
I love Kratom, bro. I really do. I used to go to not the Crystal Closet. It was next to the Crystal Closet. Fuck, what was it called? I can't exactly remember what it was called, but it's right over there.
Not this time.
The Kratom Corner.
Right.
It's called the Kratom Corner. I used to go there and I'd get that, and I'd get Kratom, and I'd get what's the other one? It's my favorite. It's more of like a down time.
You mean Mengda versus Bali versus?
Yeah, there's all those different.
Right.
I know it's a natural herb that's grinded up, and it's a plant that's grown in Southeast Asia. And they found that it has properties that.
Oh, I only fuck with Kratom and weed. I don't know.
No, that's what it is though. Like that's what it is.
It's one of the strains of Kratom. Because I bought a franchise in it.
There's another one though. It's another literal plant that's grinding up that they sell right along those lines.
Okay.
And I like it. Kava.
Okay.
It's Kava. It's Kava and Kratom.
Yeah, Kratom. You know, my favorite Kratom to buy if it's not my own is at Indian gas station. They have really good. They have like the bottle I got right now. It's 250 of the pills for
their capsules.
$59.99.
The clear capsules. Yeah. See, what I'd do is I'd go to the Kratom Corner and I'd pay like $20. I paid $20 probably for like. It sounds funny, but it was an ounce of the grinded up powder.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't fuck with that. That tastes like ass.
Yeah, it does taste like shit, but
it tastes like ass, dude.
It does taste like shit.
There's no way I can't put that. I'm like, I'll eat 6 of those goddamn pills and be fine, but I will not put a teaspoon of that shit in my mouth.
That's what I do. It's
my God, it's like baking soda. I got baking soda. I'm like,
hey, or you can make it a hot tea.
Fuck that tea ass. Tea ass.
It's actually pretty good though.
No, it is not. You have told yourself that. There is nothing about
I love that shit.
Bullshit. You struggled through it.
I love it.
But the thing about Kratom that I like best is you can't really go off the chain on it because you'll get diarrhea before you overdose. Like you can't get too high.
Yeah, you'll throw up.
You'll get squishy belly. So
you sure will.
But I've taken 6 at a time and been fine. But
it'll make you.
I tell people straight up, it's not like one caplet of this ground up tea leaf is the same as a perk 10.
No,
but 2 or 3 of them might be kind of close. Man, if you take 2 of them at a time, if you take 6 of these, it'll basically take away all the pain. I sell them on 10 packs as an Uber driver. I sell them as 10 for 10, and I haven't put it on the tip. And what it is these guys be swearing they get fucked up, right? And all it is Kratom takes away all the little aches and pains in your body, and you don't even know you have aches and pains. So these guys that are like cubicle dudes that are in Tampa, like in downtown for the weekend, and they're wilding out. They're over at the strip club, Miles Venus. I'm picking them up and shit. And I'm like, y'all want to buy some Kratom? Take 5 and 5, guys. If there's 2 dudes, And what ended up happening is they would text me, be like, "Oh my god, dude, it was so awesome." No, bro, you just didn't feel achy and painy, and then you woke up and you weren't hungover.
Well, it actually does. It actually does make you feel good, but it's like it's compared to these feelings because like there's actually places where they'll there's kratom bars and stuff like that, and they're giving them people to like stop them from drinking alcohol, or sometimes to stop them from taking.
The next big one is mushrooms. That's one's going to be the next one on the block as soon as marijuana goes through.
Hey, mushrooms is like the
I love mushrooms.
That's what's coming down the pipe next.
I love mushrooms. I ain't gonna lie to you. But I'm not gonna do nothing. Like I don't know. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't really.
I got some mushrooms.
I like some mushrooms.
I really want to open that third eye. Take some of that. Where's that stuff? It's in all of us.
Oh, I know ayahuasca.
Yeah.
I feel you. DMT.
So,
I feel you on that. I just need what I need. Okay, this is what I need. I need the shit to be right there. Okay, because with DMT and mushrooms, it's always like I know a guy, and then you get there and they're not. It's never there. Like I want that motherfucking right there, and then we'll be like, all right, let's buckle up and figure this shit out. You know,
it's
but
only last minutes.
Huh?
Only last minutes.
What does that mean?
It only lasts
the buzz.
minutes. Yeah.
Right. But the thing about it though is, have you done it?
Yeah.
Okay. Was it good? Was it amazing? Was it incredible?
There's levels of it.
All right.
It's an outer body experience. It's like leaving your metaphysical form. It's ridiculously hard to explain.
Right. I feel like because I've done a lot of psychedelics, I just haven't managed to get on.
There's different levels of breaking through.
The thing about it though is I feel like when what I hear is people don't come back and be like, "Bro, it was amazing." No, they come back and they were like, "That was some real shit, dog."
Yeah.
Like it was more of an experience that was kind of
it's almost like you
between
accept
you and God.
the way
kind
things
of thing.
are in life. Almost.
Yeah.
Like you come to terms with life, and guess you know what I'm saying. A lot of people say they feel like they know, like they get an answer, but you know what I mean?
Because it all hides behind the lion head. That's why we have. And I have all those up there are different centerpieces. And I had these fucking hilarious comedians from Miami. And I had the dragon up here.
Yeah.
And they were like, "I'm going to steal this dragon." And it goes to touch it. And the other guy goes, "Don't. I feel like the wall is going to slide open." And I was like, that's the funniest fucking thing I've ever heard. And to this day, I still talk about it. One of the funniest things.
I haven't seen one of those in a while.
What is this? The Hourglass, the Days of Our Lives. Bah. Yeah, see, my business partners are these two old gay dudes. One's a business guy, and one is bricks and mortar. He does all this theatrical shit. And it's one of these things where he's like, "Oh, I'll send it over to a friend. I ain't got a friend in the business." And I'm like, "Bitch, I don't even know which kind of business you had a friend in when it came to theatrics, all right? You fucking queen." But the thing is but they're good people, but he's a brilliant. And like I said, all we're going to do is move that so all this shit will go in there. See, one of my visions has always been that I'm gonna have these little round tables with the tablecloths and a little candle and 4 of them with 2, 4, 6, 8 little people, not little people, 8 real people in the camera and the brick wall, and it's gonna be a stand-up show or a musical feature in the living room in a mobile home online.
Yeah.
And you know, I've gotten to where I've got some pretty big famous comedians that are actually have run through and we've run together now because I've been, so like I when the time comes I can actually have some internationally touring comedians come, and my goal is like Bert Kreischer, you know, to come. He's my favorite living American. He's my favorite
Bert's the man. He's
living comic
friends
right now.
with my roommate Mike.
I smoked him out, or I gave him a joint after the show last year, and then he invited me out to hang out with him at the Rosen Plaza, which we got pictures, but he was doing a radio thing, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah. All right, so we're gonna get started on the show. So we're gonna, I basically, hello, what's up, world, universe, what's the matter? You got something to say? Yeah.
I just got another
Right there, straight behind you, right there.
Before we get started.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stand up for a second.
This way.
Thank you very much.
All right, no problem, man. You good?
Your knees, correct.
You want a few kratom and like just mellow your knees out for the show?
No, I'm okay.
All right.
I'm good. I'll be good.
Why the master chair not somewhere?
This?
Yeah.
Sometimes shit just pops up in my goddamn living room. You know, I didn't even ask for this. Now I got this thing, and you know what? This is actually used to be considered something for medical because it'll stand up for you. But then my buddy buys a brand new house and he gets furniture, and you can't kick open and down the legs. You have to use a button now. You can't do it with your own strength. And I'm going, my God, we're just developing a bunch of fucking people that are not going to be strong enough to close the feet on the couch. They're going to not know it. They're like, why would anybody do that? These are the things that keep me up at night.
Okay.
You know, the problems of the world. See, like my whole.
How old are you?
I'm 43.
My son.
And my view on politics was written in an Alabama song where it said most folks said that Wall Street fell, but we were so broke that we couldn't tell. Like, I don't know nothing about what's going on in politics. It makes no difference to me that weed is legal. I've been smoking it for 30 years. So the thing is it's not like we, you know, and I love what I've experienced with the old people coming here and developing this area into this incredible opportunity now, because now at 43 I can live without dealing with it, because people want to live around the villages that can't afford to live in the villages. You see that motherfucker, right? God damn it. All I need to do is have an interview, and now this fucking fly wants to be in my show. And I've never, this show's been dark because we were about to start tearing everything apart. You guys are literally going to be the last interview, and I got like 6, 8 in the barrel. And then we just, and I'm pretty much on. I think I'm a little ahead of track because my goal was to have 52 for the year. I got like 43 already.
Oh, yeah.
So already uploaded. And so, like I said, we're gonna do that. We'll ask the who, what, where, when, how, why. You have any visions, any goals? What you want to do as far as, like, you know, where you're going next, the projects you're working on. Chime in anytime. Conversation is best. I've had a bunch of hip hop guys up here, and it's like bibbidi bop bop, bibbidi bop bop, and I have no idea what the fuck they said. So and it's like, oh, listen, I'm offering you the opportunity to be seen by fucking people in the villages who will buy shit, and they have purple hair and piercings, and they have sleeve tattoos and STDs. So the thing is these people are off the chain, and they will buy your shit, and they will hire you and have you out to a show this winter at the fucking villages in the backyard by the pool. And you have to bring all y'all best bring condoms. I'm not responsible.
What are those?
That's what I'm saying.
Hilarious.
Be careful what you get into.
Hilarious.
I listen to guys all the time. This is now actually the show's almost beginning. It's gonna start. This is like a little backstory stuff. This is what they're into. They like hearing little like they want to hear
the loofahs. Is that what I heard? I heard that they put the loofahs on their golf cart.
There's different color loofahs.
Signify that we're swingers, or there's something.
I just had a conversation on Facebook from a lady in the villages about swinging just
Girl, did
yesterday.
you see this loofah?
She says your personality is so funny. I just thought you were in the lifestyle. I thought she asked me if I was gay. So I was like, no, chick, I'm not. I'm straight. And she's like, no, stupid. She says, were you a swinger? I said, well, I guess I could be, except I'm a bachelor, so I'm not swinging nothing except, you know, just rolling into a show, you know? So, but I can already tell she's just pulling those feelers out. And these chicks...
You're still on the monkey bars.
Yeah, she's an older lady. You know, she's an older lady. She got sleeve tattoos. She's been around the world probably 10 times. Cool shit in the village.
Probably teach you something you ain't never learned.
See, there's also, here's another thing that I try to explain to people in the villages, that there's a subculture. There's a secondary population in the villages. So let's say you're at the house, you get a phone call from your sister. Hey, you know, dad died, mom's up there at the villages, she got all them doctor's appointments. You know, John and I, the brother and I, your other brother and I talked and figured you were the one with the least going on, so pack your shit and go stay with mom to make sure she gets to all the doctor's appointments. Click.
Yeah.
So here you have this huge subculture of population of people that have bad credit, that are like potheads. They're the ones with the most least going on in their family. So they're the black sheeps. So, but they got little pensions and they you know, whatever. So that's where I got a couple of mine rented out to those people that they're there to keep an eye on mom, make sure she gets to all that.
And then you got the other subculture of all the people that work in the village.
Well, that's where I was. That's me. I was a deli manager
the
for
working
Publix.
class.
Yeah, and it was great. I loved it. And then
my parents live here. My brother owns one of the largest tree services in the Lake Marion, Sumter County.
Right on.
Tip Top Tree Experts.
Sure.
That's my brother.
Right on.
And so I know the villages very well. I've lived in Summerfield for years. I owned property out here before I got divorced.
Hells to the South Marion County, bitches. That's what it was called before the Villages.
Yeah, before the
because all we did was drink and fuck back then. So, all right, universe. Good afternoon. Once again, is another episode of the Articulate Barbarian. I am he, Alex Soto. Welcome to the show. Today we have some very special guests. Roll call. Go ahead and make yourselves known.
Your boy Devonte McKay, DK the realest.
Big Mike and the one and only infamous
Milkman Mo, I see.
Milkman Mo.
Milkman Mo.
Mo.
No.
Oh, yeah, that Jersey accent didn't sound like, or like, like something like that. No, I love it.
I do that from time to time.
I celebrate it. I always get this bullshit where you always end up with a conversation. For some reason, people think I'm from New York. So all the time I get New Yorkers that circle up around me, and then the conversation is always things we can't get in Florida that we could get in New York. Talking about all the bullshit, the food is bullshit, this is bullshit.
Did you try your knish?
It
was horrible.
Bullshit.
It was horrible.
And finally I said, well, you know what I noticed about all you people from New York? And they're like, what's that? I go, you're all here. I'm like, why is it that
it's
you're
fucking
here?
snowing in New York.
Right, exactly. So the thing is I'll trade you melanin.
There you go.
For food, okay?
There you go.
So the thing is so yes, welcome. I appreciate you guys coming through. So we have a mutual friend who's going to be on the show here real soon because I want to get this thing up and running once it's in the other place. But Miss Darian,
Yes.
and she's always
Aspasia Amor.
yeah, whatever. I don't know. Darian Mosley, whatever her name is. So I met her on Facebook, and she's come to a couple of my shows, and she knows some people in the industry that I know. Shout out Kimberly Money, Gwendolyn Honeytush out of Tampa, my burlesque dancer, who I use often enough. And anytime she volleys one up to me, like I always get a couple, times where she's tried to get me connected with some acts. They're always killer.
Right.
And so whenever, shout out Darian, you bad bitch. As soon as you sent, the WhatsApp, the bat signal, I was quick to jump on it. So I thank you guys for coming out. And I mean, I'm at this point in my life where I just say it's mysterious. Like I don't know anything about the chick. And I don't want to know. I like watching her little pictures. I go, damn, she must not work much because she's all over the country. So, whatever. She's an actress, got it. She did 12 Angry Men, got it. But I just love the mystery. I don't want to know. She's doing that.
Sometimes the
rubber
pleasure
band
is
shit,
unknowing.
taking pictures of her doing that.
Yeah.
You ever seen that deal where she does, like whatever. Like,
Carmen Sandiego.
no, I was thinking whatever the first movie with Brad Pitt's wife. Remember where she was whatever she went and she was the chick from the video game with the two guns.
Tomb Raider.
And in the first movie she was in that rubber band thing where she was. Well, that's what this chick does, and she's always Instagram video and shit. And I'm like, all right, you rubber band, jump around, and you're all over the goddamn country, and you do 12 Angry Men. Got it. But I don't want to know anything else. I just love the mystery. So welcome to my show, gentlemen. I'm sorry that was a very long-winded intro. I'm high as a motherfucker. So Devonte is the artist. You are a guy that I met originally, but you said today it's about him. But don't think for 1 second you're not going to be in the seat soon enough. And this guy is strong, silent type. I bet you he's got like a gun or a knife on him somewhere. All right, that's a no-no. We got to turn that down, mute it. The universe is going to start picking on you.
Hey, I gotta go. I'll call you back.
So, if you'd like to sample a little bit of the music, we could do that, what we did, and it'll pick up beautifully. So if you want to, at some point, we can do that. So you are a hip-hop artist, but not a hip-hop artist. You are an artist. You're a musical talent. You have a wide range. Break it down for me. Tell me, like, if somebody, it's not like I respect the fact that you're like, you can't put a definition on me. I get it. But the thing about it is in an article, they're going to be like, yeah, whatever, dude. In 50 words, give me a list of the things that describe you. Why do we put you in the article? So if that's the case, what is it that you're about? Tell me.
Well, like I said, I could. You've already heard before, really. I'm not gonna put myself in a box. You know what I mean? I would say that I'm more along the lines of a pop artist.
Okay.
I could define what he is in one word.
Tell me.
Superstar.
Check. That's
yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah,
we'll get to some more of that hokey shit in a second. So continue with what you were saying.
I really just. Basically, man, what I stand for is I'm trying to really change the game, especially coming in young. You know what I mean?
Right.
And like we were talking about earlier, a lot of the old heads, you know, they don't really like to hear no mumble rap these days. And I'm not trying to really come out as no mumble rapper, you know. I'm trying to really come out as a
crystal clear,
articulate,
bell sound, very,
yeah.
And I'm a big on articulation, and I love the fact that grown-ups use grown-up speech. Hip-hop is going to be with us when we're 80 years old. It's not a young man's thing anymore. So us old heads, if you want us to buy new shit, don't get it wrong though, I fucks with Future because I love me some Future. But other than him,
there's a time to turn up, of course.
But the thing is
and I'm not saying against mumble, nothing against mumble.
No, nothing at all. I don't even know if that's what they call it. That's what we old guys call it.
There's an ass for every seat, as they say in the business.
Yeah.
Well, and the other thing that I think is interesting that you brought up is, again, being that I'm 43 years old, I never would consider you a pop artist because that to me was something that. But I get it because now the new day.
Mm-hmm. Pop is different. Pop is
so
popular
different.
music.
Popular music is not classified like it used to be. Pop and then hip hop.
Yeah, you would think pop back then was like, you know, your boy band type.
That's
stuff.
what it was, right?
But not anymore. Pop music today is more or less. Because what is music today? Music has no more genre. It's evolved. It's 2018, about to be 2019 coming up.
Right.
Like the future is here already. So
it's coming in October.
But you know, before you know it, it'll be here. That's how quick it happens.
No doubt.
So
it just happened.
Music evolves. Just like time.
So I heard a couple of your tracks. Fucking sick. I mean, you know, it's like I try to explain to people. For me, music is I'm too old to fuck around. If it reaches out and slaps me, it reaches out and slaps me, and it did, and I dug it very much. We gotta get you. So I'll give you a couple other people that I'll forward you to some other people because the sound is clear and crystal. I'm sure we'll be seeing a lot of you. So how long have you been in the music game? What got you started? When did you start? Let's start with how about that? Let's start. When did you start fucking with music?
Well, that's a funny question because I try to ask my own self that question, and I can't seem to figure that question out.
All right.
I literally have been doing music since. I mean, my dad is an artist. My
formerly known as Pops.
Yeah, Pops. He's an artist. Shout Pops. My uncle's an artist. I grew up watching my uncle make beats, like just sitting there. So like, I think when I was 8 years old, my uncle recorded me, like for my first time, 8 years old. But even before that, I still was musically inclined. So, you know, my whole life, really. And then as far as getting into what I'm getting into now. Hey, Big Mike spotted me. I posted a video of something that I wrote called Eulogy. I think it was Eulogy, and then I posted Gun Down on Facebook. And he's just so happened to come across it. But as far as the laws of the universe, I want to mention, I believe firmly in the law of attraction.
I'm a big fan of the universe.
Very, very firmly in the law of attraction, and I definitely, it was manifested, and we just.
Divine faith.
It came across. It really did, and I knew it was going to happen, and I felt like it was going to happen, and it happened. Mm-hmm. Basically, and we came across each other. And
backstory is I was already into my production business, and I had already started my company. And at this time, I was just making beats for random artists that were coming and going through my network. And I had worked on that exact song, "Lights Out," his single that's out currently. I did that beat for another really large named artist that I'm not going to name drop. He's a great friend of ours, but you know what I'm saying, I don't want to involve him in anything like, you know, but so it's like, originally we were going to do the song with him, and then he ended up being just too busy to get back to it, and ended up not doing it. So as time went by, I was like, man, instead of me just trying to like sell my beats to random people, why don't I just find a talent of my own and produce the music for him, like out of my own pocket, like take him on as an artist and grow this company together.
That's right.
And so basically, I was scrolling through Facebook one day, and in my feed, there was a video of him doing a song called Eulogy, which will be on the album, or that's up there.
Yeah, we're going to see.
But it was enough to give me the chills when I heard it. Like, I felt his conviction.
Right.
In a society of music that's out, that you don't really get that. I mean, like, I You got to have your little pumps. You got to have your futures. You got to have that turn. Nobody wants to go to the club.
You do. You got to put LIL in front of your name.
Nah.
It's diversity over here.
I'm just wondering how that all happens.
The point is I hadn't heard anything like him when I heard him, and like it resonated. And then I took note, and I didn't contact him right away. I kind of just was like, all right, this kid's special. He's got some talent. And then like a week or two went by, and I was on tour myself halfway across America. I was like, what, in Denver, Colorado? I was touring with Jelly Roll.
Oh yeah, you were on tour for sure. Yep.
And I was like, and
I was just getting ready to say something about that.
And then boom, another video for the song "Guns Down" that is definitely on the album.
Yes, for sure, that was on the album.
Man, when I heard him spit this song, I was just like, man, this kid is special. He's the one. Like he is it. Like he's got it. And I contacted him right then and there on my phone while I'm on tour. And I'm like, yo, I know this sounds crazy. I know you don't know me and nothing like that. But like, I think that like we need to work together. I think that you're the one to work on this music with me. And like, I started, I told him, I was like, man, as soon as I get back from tour, you're going to be my number one priority. And then like, we kind of stayed in touch a little bit. I called him maybe once or twice just to let him know. I'm like, hey, I know it's been a while, but I'm still here, you know what I'm saying? But I was on tour for 56 days.
Right.
I was on the road.
Crazy.
So when I got back, I hit him up as soon as I got back. And I went to his house, I picked him up, brought him over to my place.
Meet and greet, huh?
Yeah, we recorded Eulogy that night. You know what I mean? And the rest is history.
Well, that's exciting. And when did this happen?
Over a year ago.
Yeah, over a year ago for
awesome.
sure.
Yeah, right around this time, right around.
Ever since then, we've had like a snowball effect. Hashtag snowball effect.
Hashtag snowball effect.
Yeah, ever since then.
That's our hashtag, and Florida is the wave. Hashtag Florida is the wave.
He's the accountant.
Milkman Mo, he's the muscle.
I see it. I mean,
Show that six pack,
I know he's got a gun in there. Hey, put your gun away. Put your gun away.
He is the gun. He's a triple black belt Brazilian Muay Thai Jiu-Jitsu.
Is he?
Yeah, he will.
If you actually didn't say yay or nay, I would totally have to be like, damn, he might be. I mean, the way it goes, he might be. He might be. I got a bunch of jiu-jitsu guys on my show. If you're not fucking around, I am in that. Yeah, like fucking said, the guru, Joe Rogan. I mean, whatever he likes, I like. Okay, that's all there is to it. So I don't drink though.
Anderson Silva prodigy right here.
The funny thing is so like I have a guy, he's a jiu-jitsu guy who loves to come out to my shows. He's only available on the weekends. So on the weekends he'll drive all over the fucking place, dude. It's kind of wild. I'm like, dude, you are way too into me. But he's this fucking murderer, dude. He's just so awesome. So I'm like, be my security guard, dude.
Hell yeah.
Like, oh, hell yeah, dog. And he's little. I mean, he's a thin, not little. Fuck, Danny, you're not little. Dude. You got fucking, you're yoked, bro. But I would say at his height, he's probably still like 185, but he's tall. You know what I mean? So he's lean. It's not like he's you know? Dude, I fucking love it because he like really takes it serious. He's like, I'll kill you anybody for you. I'm like, dude, don't do that. But thank you. I like the fact that you're on point, you know? Because I'm a total fucking peaceful dude, but I have no problems. I was raised around dog fights. I've seen blood on the walls. Let's fucking do it. Get him. Hit him. All right. So
basically for the whole year, me, my co-engineer and partner Nate, who is on tour right now.
Shout Nate.
Shout out Nate.
What up, Nate?
Nate is the Nayte.
See, that's some bullshit, Nate. You fucked up my whole narrative.
But anyhow,
it actually sounds like Nate. Come on, Nate.
Nate's the genius behind all of us. He's
so when I say reaches out and slaps me in the face, it's like, just to give you an example, like I've always been in the niche music. So like my favorite hip hop guy growing up was Haystack.
Yeah.
So like when you say Jelly Roll, like that's some niche-y ass shit. Yeah. I know really
his tour's huge now. He's blowing.
Which one? Jelly or Hay?
Jelly Roll.
Yeah.
Jelly Roll. Doing incredible. They just had 2 number one albums.
I'm watching the soap opera between him and his old lady. I'm fucking in it, dog.
I tattooed both of them.
I'm a YouTube fanatic. So
I tattooed Bunny's hand, and I love his Jelly Roll's hand.
I love he did. Oh, that's badass. It's so fucking funny how the universe sent you to me.
Yeah.
It's fucking hilarious because I saw Smo in
Smoke Big
Cali.
Smoke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've always been into that weird ass like.
Yeah, hip hop.
Yeah, I call it crap, country rap, but and I say it as a fan. I jokingly would really say it, but to be honest with you, some of it's a little bit too fucking. You guys are getting a little too campy with the fucking boots and the shit. Come on, man. I get it, but I like Haystack and I really like Jelly Roll. When they do their hip hop shit, it has a country feel. Not that they're purposely trying to put it together.
It's just that Nashville,
but it's fire, dog.
Yeah.
I mean, but again, I'm really keyed into Haystack. You know, like what is it? Like what Cedric the Entertainer said. Oh Haystack, oh big fat Haystack. When he was angry and hungry. I mean, you know, like everything else. You know, his new stuff's all right, but his old stuff was really life changing for me. There was a lot of songs that were really hot. So I think that's amazing that again, just like I said, it's funny how the connections come together. So you've been at it now for a little over a year with this gentleman, and you guys are in the lab. You guys haven't put out. Have you dropped anything on SoundCloud? Or you got stuff on YouTube? Everything's secret. I heard it, folks. It is real.
Basically, this is how we were. You know, our strategies might be different than most, but like. We wanted to. We don't want to release our music on too many platforms until we have a formula.
I get it.
Like,
I get it.
Right now, if you want to go see or hear any of his music, you have to go to YouTube. Go to our YouTube channel. Subscribe. Hit the notification bell.
Which is what?
Big
Steel
Mike's
Biscuits.
Inc.
What is it?
Nope, just Big Mike's Inc.
Big
BIGMIKESINK.
See, if you hadn't have said that, there'd have been a bunch of people been like, I don't know where he's at. I'm trying to find INC.
It's easy. Just type in Devonte Lights Out. It'll pop up.
Here's the thing. You're saying Inc. INK. I was thinking Incorporated.
Incorporate, of course.
So I'm thinking they're gonna all think that too. So hilarious. Fucking hilarious.
But
so that's the Tula boy, huh?
No, I mean I'm not really an Aston.
So how long have you been out there?
3 years.
Oh, okay. So you were from Summerfield, or
no? I'm not from. I'm born and raised in Miami and the Florida Keys.
Yeah, I'm from Sugarloaf.
Yeah, Sugarloaf Marathon.
Hell yeah, man! Small world indeed. My sister was a conquette.
My dad was a fisherman.
My dad was a builder.
Charter.
He would do commercial fishing for the hotels, between the houses, waiting for one to sell.
We literally lived in a boat in the marina. Every day.
What, Mouthy?
I wonder if folks like go off of like what like their parents say. Like my parent did this or my parent did. Like,
well, it's because we have
common ground.
But in the Key West,
but that's a neat.
There's always so many things you could be.
Right.
There's always so many jobs when you're living in the Keys. Like
in Key West, if you bought a boat in the late '70s, early '80s, you bought it from Boot Pyle. Boot Pyle was this famous ball player for Baltimore, right? Fast forward to the early 90s, I'm a young man, 18, 19 years old, and I'm in Camden Yard in Baltimore, Maryland, and there's Boot Pyle Barbecue, and fuck if Boot Pyle wasn't there. He's standing right there. So I look at it, I go, Al Soto, and that motherfucker, what did you say? And bam, here me and Boot Pyle, he got rid of the whole line, he stopped everything and came and talked to me for 15 minutes. How's your dad doing, motherfucker, you know? So that's just what, I'm just following up what you just said about old people going off on a tangent. But that's funny, man.
Yeah.
But I just find it interesting that there's that many
connections walking.
I don't, I like the universe shit too, but I also don't believe in coincidences. So I just,
everything happens
for a reason at the perfect timing.
Mm-hmm.
Right, exactly. So yeah, man. So all right, so you guys are building this fucking monster in the lab, and you're gonna release it all at once.
Right now, Lights Out is released. Our second single is part 2 to Lights Out, and it's called Lonely Woods.
I'd be that.
And it's about to be released, but we're not really putting a release date on it yet because we're kind of holding the video ransom.
It is being held ransom. Like I said, and you've heard before, I need 10,000 views on Lights Out before we're releasing Lonely Woods. It's not right.
And
we got a bunch of tree. We got a bunch of tree comments.
8,700 in the first 2 weeks.
And you only want 10,000?
Yeah, we want to see that the people want our music. We want to. If this is our first song ever, our first introduction as an artist, and we're local, we're not promoted by anybody.
Right.
We're self-made. Mm-hmm. We're coming from nothing. to have 8,700 views as of right now,
Right.
in the first 3 weeks of our first song ever.
Right.
Name another artist that you know is doing that right now in our genre.
Yeah. I said from day one that my goal was to get 1 million subscribers, and I've got like 86.
All right, we went from.
I have probably.
We went from 100. We went from
hundreds of views.
We went from like 100 subscribers to my channel to almost 600 subscribers in just a couple of weeks. So,
well, all of this that I'm doing now, not that you're not important, you're not going to be uploaded, but the first fucking 52 fucking guests that came on are in the soft opening. I'm gonna, like, that's why I'm in the process of changing everything up.
Yeah.
But the thing about it is the Articulate Barbarian show, we want you to have come back, and we definitely want to talk to you. I definitely want to talk to you alone. Fuck yeah, but no, I want to have different.
I would watch that. Wait,
right?
I'm watching that.
I'm telling you, man.
man.
You're like, so tell me about yourself. I'm an American. All right. So,
Jersey, man.
But the whole idea originally was I was going to separate the show into two different types: Articulate episodes and Barbarian episodes. But then I discovered that most people have both.
Yeah.
Tremendously. Even these old motherfuckers. The old motherfuckers been making me laugh, yo.
Yeah.
And I love y'all. Y'all know that shit. But they be killing me with some of the stuff they talk about. My man Howard, he'll already have, this episode will already be out before yours come on, so I'm not telling a secret. But Howard, the guy who runs Ocala Breeder Sales, he had this fucking method where he became one of the most renowned people who could call the dogs, right? So gangsters would buy him and ship him all over the country
To train their dogs.
No, to bet for them for that race.
Okay, I see what you're
That's how good this motherfucker was. He used to be an auditor for the IRS. He says he sees numbers everywhere. He sees numbers in everything. It's like a matrix thing to him.
Yeah.
So he's telling me about the whole story, and then there's this pause, and I go, so what's the secret? Because the dogs are now closing down left and right. It's not, and he's not even in the business anymore.
Yeah.
It's a history lesson.
Yeah.
And he smiled and he says, "Well, I had a certain tracks, and they all had to be facing a certain way, and the bets had to be done after 3 p.m. Because what would happen is he said something about by the way that was set up after 3 p.m. when the doors go, the light glares off of the third door." And blinds all the dogs the rest of the way. So the only two people he had to bet on were the first two dogs. Because it would always cause them to be a hair off. It would always cause them to be slightly off.
Yeah.
I mean, a millisecond.
Yeah, that's all it takes.
But this motherfucker got flown all over the world to make these bets for these guys.
Algorithms.
That's it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's basically what I
Old school. And the thing is here you have a guy who's a master, numbers guy who's a trained killer for the IRS, and he walked all the way for a life of gambling. That's my kind of guy. That's why I like these shows. You know what I mean? Because those stories. I mean, this guy is doing great. He shows up in a black Adidas jumpsuit, 70-something years old. Guy's a killer. I love him. Shout out Howard. But so the thing is now. You guys are at the point. What do you have? Some ideas as far as you're gonna start. I noticed that there's a method, there's a strategy also. Absolutely. Where you start promoting it before it drops.
Correct.
So do you have a date, a year? Is it gonna be 2019?
No. It's definitely what we're gonna be doing is like from here on out, every 40 to 50 days. Most closer to 40. I'm guessing around every 40 days we're going to be dropping a new video from the album. We're doing, and it tells an entire story. So it's all in sequence. So one video comes after another, and basically we're going to release it like that as a prize. You know what I'm saying?
I love it.
Yeah.
And also too,
and then
by coming on my show, I was going to say I can get you connected to 1 million options to talk if you're willing to go to places and do.
Absolutely.
And I'm getting ready because my 86 subscribers, hundreds of people watch the goddamn show. But anyways, they're telling me that they want me to go places. They want me to, so I'm going to take the camera, and they got that new thing that spins you like 20 stories for 50 stories in the air over on iDrive.
Yeah, my friends did it. They said it was freaking.
It's not like scary. It's not doing crazy
incredible.
shit.
No.
So I'm thinking, well, that might be just mellow enough that it would be cool to video it with 2 cameras.
It's like the old carnival ride with the swings and the chairs.
Way higher.
Yeah.
Way higher.
She said it's still chains that hold you.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh.
Right, well, my whole thing is that's the whole reason.
Heavy.
But that's the whole reason I'm supposed to go, because they literally want me to die. I guess. Because they're telling me they
We can send Mo up there.
Maybe.
We can send Mo up
He
there
won't
with a
go
gallon of
unless
milk.
he has a gallon of milk.
I'm going
Then
with
he's
the
going to be on the opposite side of that. So anyway, I'm glad that you guys came out here, and I'm glad you guys are. I feel like I'm going to be in the beginning stages of this promotional part.
Glad to be
So
here.
I'm loving it.
Is this a good time to play a little
Fuck
piece?
yeah, let's do that. We'll catch that. Let me snoop up here real quick. Turkish blend.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
You don't get the bag.
Tobacco's bad for you.
By the way, I just wanted to mention, bro, this thing is sick.
The lion.
Hell yeah.
You are a Leo.
That'd be me.
I have, like I said, all of those over there. They all equal a different, whatever comes up. That the 2 circles is the thing for balance. I'm the articulate barbarians, so the dragon, got it?
I will in a second.
And I wanted to say I love everybody who's watching this.
Hey.
Straight up.
Mobile device not found. Ready to pair. Connected to Michael's iPhone.
You know something
that's
I've
too
noticed when I go to Pegasus. Shout out Pegasus Lounge on Florida Avenue in Tampa. I'll be there tonight, which that'll be whatever night this motherfucker is uploaded. I'm there all the time. But anyways, they're nice enough to have me come back and fuck around. They have an amazing brand new location, state of the art. It looks like a place that does a lot of rave shit. And they have a stage that's up, and you come in from the back, and it's got the cool lighting and all that, and it has a big ass screen. If you come with enough, remember to bring something on a thumb drive, it'll pop it up behind you while you perform. So that way, if you want to video it, that would be a great room. That's another great room.
Yeah.
So I've got 3 amazing
So we can
rooms.
play his music video behind him as he's singing it.
Or maybe have you guys shoot something where he walks up, and then when he comes up, then all of a sudden something happens, and then you just come up from from the side.
I'm with all that.
And then your name pops up, or then maybe while you're performing it, you can sync it up to where it'll do something or do the video. It's fine too.
I'm with all that.
Let me know when you want me to press play on this.
Universe, may I introduce Lil Devonte? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. It's not little. It's funny. Is this the first one?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, don't drop the secret one.
I'm not.
Now don't break it here.
I've been completely don't know what to do. No, I'm not reaching my hand out to you unless it's the dudes. Problems always coming to. That was always you and you. Mine is the me. That's the shit that I don't need. I'm just trying to focus on me. I'm just trying to focus on me. No, it's scissor hands with the scissors. Cut the loose and circumcision. How I look with the lights missing. You don't know I'm out of sight with it. Lights out, you can pay attention. No charge, but it's stainless. No charge, but it's stainless. No charge, but it's stainless. How I look with the lights out. You don't know, can't find out. I just had to take the time out. In too deep, you can't climb out. I just really need a sign now. Trying to find who am I now. Guess your guess as good as mine now. Cause you can't tell with the lights out. Shit is never really what it seems. Cold nights on the 13th. Plus I hate to sleep like Freddy in my dreams. No redemption, no one's been redeemed. Ain't no question that you're asking me. When you see me like the blank keep passing me. Guess it is what it has to be. Everything gotta be a casualty. R.I.P. my dog Lil P. I'm losing people every night of sleep. Plus I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. Roll by a few loose wires. It's like driving with no tires. I'm out in the cold with no fire. Leatherface to a fucking lie. They stay selling out like who need to buy. A lot of things going counter for. Like what you put that on the counter for. Why you always gotta count for? Please don't give no less if you count for more. If I hope for rain, then it's bound to pour. If you tryna drink, then I'm down for more. If I'm tryna make it, then I'm tryna soar. I ain't tryna close no open door. No, it's scissor hands with the scissors. Cut the loose loosen circumcisions. How I look with the lights missing. You won't know I'm out of sight with it. Lights out, you can pay attention. No charge, but it's stainless. No charge, but it's stainless. No charge, but it's stainless. How I look with the lights out. You won't know, can't find out. I just had to take the time out. In too deep, you can't climb out. I just really need a sign now. Tryna find who am I now. Guess your guess as good as mine now. Cause you can't tell with the lights out. Don't waste my time, and it hurts your pride. You know where it's cut deep, it'll still be fine. Don't waste my time, and it hurts your pride. You know where it's cut deep, it'll still be fine. Lights out, lights out, lights out, lights out, lights out.
Debuting their new single here on Particular Barbarian Podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, Devonte.
Should've given him some vocals.
DJ WikiWik with the 1 and 2 over there. That's beautiful, man. So dig this, man. Check this out, cat.
Connected.
So-
Ready to pair.
The way there towards the end, before I retired from my corporate gig, you dig, I would be walking across a parking lot, getting on my way into my office, and my customers that would be coming in shortly was watching me walk. And the one says to the other, "My God, look at the murderous look in his eyes." and then I was over at Backyard Barn in Oxford, Florida. Shout out Backyard Barn, badass little place. Villagers, y'all need to check it out. Everybody needs to check it out, but it's right there. You won't get a DUI. But I'd go over there and I would go to the restroom and I'd be walking back out because it's like this outdoor patio thing, and my boy is like, "Yo, yo, yo," and he walks up with his phone. He's like, "Check this out, I filmed you walking out. Look at this fucking mean look on your face, man. You trying to kill everybody?" And it was like, I used to be a funny guy. You know what I mean? I used to be a warm fella. People were excited to see me. And then all of a sudden, things had just got to where my grind and being responsible and all that bullshit, to where I got to the point now where it's like, I find it interesting that now this talent, I ain't trying to blow you up, motherfucker. Yeah, I'm sure you already know. But, it's a talented fucking guy, and the song is great. And if you made the beats, and if you safely got them here, between the three of y'all, you guys are killing the game. But what I find super interesting is, and this is something that, where do you think the sound, is it a southern sound?
No, I think it's a sound of musical culture, period.
Because, see, what I say is when you go to Orlando and Tampa, and then when you hear songs from people, what I consider this area, now in my mind I still think it's just Asatula, you feel me? That I feel like there's a certain seasoning in the skillet. It has a richness to it. I feel like the music doesn't sound like, it doesn't sound like, what kind of hip hop is it? It doesn't really sound like you can really, it sounds more like you were saying, like a pop song.
It's a song.
It's
definitely.
I guess I'm just stuck on putting boxes on shit, it's my
guns down.
Really, I'm just a diverse artist. That's just where I'm at. Like, I don't really have a label. I'm just a diverse artist.
Well, it's fucking sick, man. I'm super excited to have been able to check this song out, and I'm.
You want to hear him?
Florida is the wave, though.
You want to hear him spit something like something fierce, something with a little more conviction, something a little more.
Whatever, man. Hey, listen. If this is like the future next gigantic hip hop artist, and he come into my motherfucking world for a hot minute, right as the fucking place is about to be remodeled, shit, by all means.
Connected to Michael's iPhone.
That's the shit. Oh,
Lay your background on Maurice.
It's sick, right? And you see the way that the camera catches it, goes from the curtains down, so everything is perfect. Because everything is perfect, universe.
I love cameras.
I try to explain to the universe as far as they know I'm in the basement of a castle in Scotland.
Why don't you explain a little bit behind this song, Devonte?
Well,
Explain me.
I've had a lot of people in my life, unfortunately, R.I.P. You know what I'm saying, to them. But I've had a lot of people go on a serious tip. Really, this song is about, if you're really about hands, then put a weapon down, really. Because I feel like the way that it should be is if you really got a problem, then you could fight it out and walk home, and then you guys could both go home to your mom. You know what I mean? Rather than having to be taken from your family over some simple problem as stepping on somebody's shoes or something like. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, this song is about putting that weapon down.
I'd like to personally offer, like Cedric said, back to breakdancing. Just breakdance battle.
Which, you know, you guys, you knuckle up.
Well, I mean, listen. Sometimes, very few, should you honestly come down to fisticuffs or whatever you want to call it. But sometimes somebody unfortunately crosses a certain line in life where you have to put your hands on them.
Right.
It's not something that anybody wants to do.
Right.
As far as we go, we want to promote positivity, but at the same time, if you're going to attack us, we're not going to just bow down. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we will defend ourselves.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Don't start no shit, won't be no shit. You know?
Mr. Happy over here should know, of all people, how delicate knees are and joints are. You don't want to fuck that shit up if you don't have Blue Cross.
To take someone's life, I mean,
it's terrible.
You have to seriously cross a serious line to take someone's life. No one deserves to die over something petty.
Right.
If it's something petty and you feel like they deserve to be touched, I mean,
I'm old school, man. Yeah, I come from
to fight another day, you know?
Yeah,
and if you don't like that, oh well, because I believe firmly in you really don't have to kill somebody. Like you don't have to kill somebody to prove some point. I mean, in my opinion, you really don't. That's not. I
mean, if you can get away without any violence, that would be perfect.
Especially since in most cases, correct me if I'm wrong, but even hood motherfuckers are growing up with a lot better shit than you had when hood motherfuckers were coming up.
Right.
You know, that Project Cheese has gotten a lot better nowadays
than it was back in our day.
Then.
Yeah, you're right about that.
So all I'm saying is even hard motherfuckers grew up in air conditioning and PlayStation.
Right.
Can play NBA like a motherfucker on that shit. So that means they have plenty of time to fuck with it. They all have phones, they all have internet, and they all fucking make music in the closet.
This is Guns Down, and this is like some real rap.
Okay.
Like, this is really
all right. Here's some.
I want to mention one more thing. Actually,
when
my little brother Jaquan, actually, R.I.P. to him, he lost his life due to a situation with a weapon. So I definitely wrote this with a lot of heart.
Understood.
And there's a lot of meaning in it.
Guns Down, ladies and gentlemen. Let's check it out.
And this is when he's on his rapping, he's DK the realist. When he's on his singing and songing, he's Devonte.
I got you. It's like Chris Gaines, white people. You know that, right?
Put the gun down if you really bout hands. Always tryna flex, you ain't even got bands. High light skin, red nigga, low pants. Say you got beef, full of finna go ham. Knock off, stick on chopper, go spam. Better knock it off before I open up your can. It's apparent you got knocked off and I became your parent. To these niggas that gon' pop up with a gun in their hand. Put the gun down if you really bout hands. Light skin nigga, but I'm really bout hands. You up the block, you ain't really bout hands. We can get it poppin' if it's really bout hands. No time to kill, I'm really bout hands. I feel like you will if it's really bout hands. If he just be up, but he up, no death for no reason. I come and handle this shit like a man. External don't match the interior. These niggas inferior. Eat them like cereal. Seriously, I got my hands, no material. You saying words, I ain't hearing you. Strictly about that action, paper stacking, never lacking satisfaction to beat me. You niggas might just need a miracle. All of that ain't gon' get you out, and you laughing cause you packing, but I'll shout at these niggas just like a miracle. When they look at you, take a second, look at you. Crack your top and get the message like a fortune cookie. Doing off the topic, shit be on my mind just like a hoodie. Do back on the topic, knock the spirit out, you shit get spiritual. What about that prophet? These niggas be lurking, they be leering you. Watching everywhere you disappear to. See, you can hide behind a gun, you just a bitch without a knife, and I can look you in your eyes, you see the fear in you. Cause niggas killing niggas over bitches and itching to make a killing. What isn't it? Shit suspicious, just take a minute to listen and comprehend it, and don't be a menace. Had a mission to keep tradition, don't take this shit too offensive. Like each of you life in the spectrum of a prism. You already know it wasn't this way prior to Richard. Like my little bro had to go protecting his sister. I just hope you get the bigger picture.
That's it.
That's the sneak peek. It's not finished.
I can't. 45 seconds on.
I can't.
No, we ain't ready for it. We ain't ready for all that. You can't give us verse 2 yet.
Yeah, you're raw too.
That was the Fellowship of the Ring. We got to get 2 towers when it comes out.
You got to subscribe to the channel and peep game. Hit that notification button so you know when we drop a video.
Yeah, we'll get all that social media platform shit done at the very end. Hope people don't like it though. They start thinking you're talking around them. They start losing their mind. We'll give you all that in the end, and we'll talk slow. Another thing, the goddamn hip hop artists are like biggity bop 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 and the and the this and the people are like, I don't understand a damn thing he's saying. I'm like, I'm with you. I don't either. And then I told him, bro, you need to say it a little slower so we can understand. He goes, all right, bippity bip bop bippity bop, and I'm like, god damn, I don't understand a damn thing he's saying. So
That's funny.
So what else is new, gentlemen? This is the part now where we can start loosening up a little bit. If
Today is new.
Today is new.
And it is amazing.
Yeah.
It was incredible.
Yeah. It's funny too
Incredible
because
for you. I had court this morning.
all right. Goddamn. That's the only time I ever go into other towns now. Like if I go to Ocala or Eustis, it's just because I have to go pay a ticket.
Yep.
And I had to go to the goddamn St. Pete. I had to go, and I got September. I gotta get my damn 4-hour class online done so I can whatever.
September 11th.
Keep the points
coming
off.
up.
It's not good as a chauffeur. It's a hilarious story too because I make a U-turn at a red arrow. It was wrong. I knew it.
Yeah.
Motherfucker lit me up, man. So I pulled in. I'm like, fuck. And then the dude's over here talking to me, and I give him my information. He leaves. And then the cop is standing right there, and another cop is standing right there. And I look over, and there's a cop behind me on both corners, too. And I'm like, motherfucker, how many cops? This is a goddamn clown car full of cops.
They were waiting.
Well, you know what happened? This is the bullshit of the story. The ticket was $180-something. Okay? So I had to make this into a bit that I paid $200 for, so I got to make this work.
Yeah.
So as the Sun Trust is next to a Steak and Shake, sharing the same parking lot, I go to pull out, and I'm like, fuck it, I'll just go through the Steak and Shake, go to the light, get on about my business. And as I'm looking in the rearview mirror, the cop's still behind me, and I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Dude, this motherfucker goes, and then behind him another one goes, and another one goes, and another one goes, They were all on their way to eat fucking Steak and Shake when I pulled around in front of them. There was like 8 cop cars that saw me at the same time. That was some bullshit, man. 3 o'clock in the morning.
You got pulled over by the fucking...
The whole goddamn department.
The police force pulled you over.
That's some bullshit, man. That's my goddamn luck.
Yeah, that was whoa.
And I had nothing to say, but I did it.
That was it. Put that bad boy.
So you guys so I have invited and y'all have approved to come out to our show on the 21st. So this will go up before the 21st of September at Longwood at Ultra Bar. I'd love to have you. Come out, throw a couple chants.
It'd be great.
Drop a couple elbows. Because that's gonna be a fun crowd. It's an our people kind of crowd. So
Yeah.
For sure.
yeah, they got blacked out windows, homeboy. My kind of place.
Get it.
My kind of place.
Happens
They got Greek columns that light up. Holla, that's the shit,
bro.
But do they have furry walls?
They do not have furry walls.
So we got
That's
furry
problem.
walls in my house.
Yeah, but the thing about it is when you have a house, you can control how many people are in your furry walled house. When you have a goddamn nightclub, there's some nasty shit going on. You don't want everybody touching you.
You don't know my house.
No, you're right. I don't. But I'll be willing to bet there's something. They got to be better than Longwood Street Urchins.
My house is a nightclub.
That's
Never
good.
open, never closed.
My house is a private, locked up, nobody come around this motherfucker. People have died, numerous people have died all around my house, and I don't even know it. I'm like, oh, that's damn shit. You know, nope, never met them once.
250 people for Halloween party.
Oh, yeah.
We're there.
Oh yeah, I was for sure.
A lot of famous people were there.
Yeah, well, this story is not about you this chapter, my brother, because I fully plan on talking about what the fuck is going on with this sausage factory house.
Sausage Castle.
Whichever.
Castle.
We'll discuss that to be continued, because I'm telling you right now, there's a bunch of old silver hairs with purple hair that just popped up. What?
Yeah, they need to become members and come party with us.
Yeah, I want to hear all about this members and
They're
party.
missing out. We're known as the Playboy Mansion of the East Coast.
Yeah. Okay.
Also known as the wildest house in America.
All right. Are we going to shoot a podcast inside your house?
We actually have our own.
I know you do, man. I'll come as a guest. This is how it works. You are now in the network. You are part of the hive.
We can work it out. We can work it out.
You're part of the hive.
That's right.
But also, too, it was a great pleasure. Before we get into the message of the universe, it was a great pleasure to have you guys on the show. I look forward to having you guys back. I tell everybody that I'm very welcoming and open, because the agenda is when you become the next whatever, and you're just on your way back through, just stop in or just throw me some tickets so I could come vlog with you.
Yeah, man.
Back a little. You know what I'm saying?
That's what it's all about.
Because you know that cat H3, Post Malone and him are super tight, and that motherfucker, I mean, he's really new. I mean, he's been at it a little, like 6 years. But I know, you got Post Malone on speed dial. Hey, call that motherfucker up, put him on speaker.
He's good, huh?
Tell that motherfucker, I got, what does he say with his big heart on the hand? My heart is dead and it's buried in a mountain somewhere, but motherfucker, I respect the shit out of your music. I used him as a bit because when I said I'm retired, the DJ would go, congratulations. Call that bitch up, tell him I said much love.
I can't do that. I don't pull that card. I don't pull that card unless I really need it.
Okay, you just want to say hi. You can't just say hi to Post Malone. Post Malone.
He's too big. I don't want to bother him.
Be like, hello, what's up, man? Hey, man, it's just me. I just want to tell you. I just want to tell you hi.
I'll tell him hi when he comes and sees me at my house.
That's cool, man. No, I got much love, man. I get it. I don't normally get starstruck, but he's an interesting.
He's
fellow.
an incredible human being. Period.
I just love. Listen, I love the way that the schleppy look that the guys are putting out. You know, you guys, I get it because you can rock the island look, but them white dudes that have shit that's popping up, that shit popping up. Hey, look, dude, you talking to a 43-year-old man, dog. When I see dreadlocks, I just think islands. Irie, man. Wagwan.
You're feeling Irie.
But I just think it's hilarious.
It's funny.
He's good, huh?
I say Devonte has the Bob Marley complex. He's got the Bob Marley complex. Yeah. Like, he puts out that good energy.
Bob Marley's a good people. He just should have had it. He just should have had his toe removed.
Yeah.
Damn. You'd still be with us, man. Damn, what? But whatever, man. You left the king, a legend. You'd probably be over there with Bill Cosby right now.
Oh shit, nah.
Bro, I watched a documentary, bro, where the woman was like, he was a god, the wife.
Yeah.
He was like, he was a god, why do I care as long as he comes home to me? And I'm like, boy, I wish I could get my chicks to think that way.
I saw that too. I saw that documentary.
I went to fucking Ocho Rios, man. I hung out. I learned a lot of life lessons, in Jamaica, man. Like, you don't need to buy weed from the first guy you see in the airport. You really don't, because that shit's been hanging under his nutsack all day. And it's
Shit.
I learned that the hard way.
I didn't know all that, bro.
Oh yeah, man, I can break it down for you, man. It's fucking dope. I went to Club Ambiance.
Literally
man.
dope.
Club Ambiance, dude. It's cheaper. I spent 10 days at Club Ambiance. It's cheaper to go to Club Ambiance for 10 days with 2 people than it is to go to Orlando. It was $800 for 2 people for 10 days, and it is beautiful. Ice sculptures every day. Weed at the fucking guy with a silver platter with the weed and the alcohol of your choice. You go to get a drink, they give you the drinks 2 at a time. You only pay once, it's all inclusive. 9 a.m., 8 a.m. the drinks start flowing 2 at a time. You can't get one drink. You cannot get one drink. No, man, you got 2 drinks. I don't want 2 fucking drinks.
Take 2.
Here you go, man. Shout out Ocho Rios, Club Ambiance, you bad motherfucker. So, alright, guys, so at this point, we'll go ahead and get to the message to the universe. By the way, are you into UFC at all?
I do.
Like, do you have opinions?
Very much.
Like, what do you think? You know what I'm going to ask you if you're really into MMA.
No, he really isn't that much.
Oh, no? So you're like Conor McGregor, Khabib?
No,
you don't you can't make it. Come on, man.
This kind of guy.
Come on, man. You gotta get into the. I could have you on a whole show just for you and another couple. I have a jiu-jitsu guy. I got Slugger Reese. I got a bunch of these guys. I want to put them all together in a room and then talk about shit. But you can't be like, I don't know who Conor McGregor is.
Do they like milk?
No.
You can put them in a ring and they can fight over a gallon.
Oh, Mo's gonna win. You put a gallon in that thing, he's gonna win. Put a gallon of milk on it.
So in the message to the universe, we talk to the future, the present,
Love
the
you,
past. And we will take a few minutes. I just want you to think about it. And what usually happens is after the first show is in the books, I'll get a call some months later and be like, hey, I'm going to be coming back in. I want to come by. I want to see you. Because I want it to be where you want to come do the fucking bullshit with me.
Yeah.
Whatever you promote will be part of it, but because you come show me love, everybody loves and everything works. So the thing about it is they're like, I've been getting these phone calls with my boy, shout out Eric Dowis, doing big things, aka Dale. He's a comedian, massive fucking, he's becoming huge. But anyway, he's talking about when he comes back through, he's gonna come do a room for me and fucking come do my podcast. And he's like, and I got something for your ass on that message to the universe because I've been thinking about it. So that's the one thing that it seems to like keep everybody like on their toes. Like everyone is bringing a better
next time.
They're bringing a better message.
Prepared this time
because there's great power in this. Remember that old fucking horror movie where the little girl went up and put her hand on the TV screen? Like that's what you're gonna be right. That's what they're gonna be able to do. Like they're like I said, great, whatever. They're gonna be able to be like. And there he is, right there, and you'll be able to they'll be able to break it down. So
I love that, man.
So and one of these days when I hire somebody, they'll go through all of them and cut just that part out, and make that a whole subsection on my YouTube channel.
Yeah, of course.
So we'll go ahead and do the messages to the universe. Do you want to jump in? I'm being real. Do you want to join in? Because I'll put you on first, him second, you third.
Moses deep talker too.
Come on, Moses.
We're going the message of. To the universe,
yeah, man. Take your time, breathe.
You gotta look into the camera, man.
Oh, I gotta look that way.
Gaze into it.
This is for whoever you want it to be, right?
This is your future, man. The present, the past, whatever comes to your heart, man.
Children are our future, right? So those are our kings and queens. Don't do drugs. Nutrients. Don't do drugs. Drink milk. Play it safe. I love you. That's my message. You need a cat, by the way, the backdrop.
A what?
You're missing a cat. Like just
Missing a cat.
Yeah, just to be around.
Just a full. I have a funky little dog. And shit, bro. All right, so my brother, Big
I want
Mike.
to go last. I'm prolific.
Oh, you want to go last? Okay.
I'm prolific.
See, that's why you get confused because he said it was about him, but now it's gonna back up.
No, it ain't gonna be about me, but
no. Okay, so all right, here you go. Message to the universe, Mr. Devonte.
Man, let me start by saying I love the universe. I love everybody on it. I enjoy the little things. I'm a very positive, happy person. I really am. The glass is always half full for me. Always. I believe firmly in what you believe in and what you give faith to, you will be able to achieve. Faith will move mountains. Basically, I love everybody. Really?
Okay.
That's my message to the universe.
You love everybody. Simple enough.
Thank you.
Before Mr. Prolific gets on there, I always like to make reference to the one time the guy gets up there and he says, whatever it was you heard about me.
it's true.
No, he goes, it wasn't true, and I'm not as bad a man as they made me out to be. And it was kind of dark, you know what I mean? And then it was like done, and he looks at me, and I was like, and I looked at the camera and I said, all the shit you heard about me, it was way worse, man. I got away with murder.
Darian's messaging me right now.
Tell her I said, what's up, boo?
You tell her. That's the top message. You can video her in if you really wanted to.
Oh, shit.
Hit the little camera in the top right corner.
Oh, you got thank God that you have a phone that recognizes.
That's an iPhone.
Is it?
Yeah, iPhone 8 Plus.
Messenger just has them in the whatever.
You should have said, but don't get it twisted. Okay.
Hey, Miss Darian, this is Alex, the Articulate Barbarian. You're on the air. How are you?
Hey, how's it going?
Your peeps came by to shoot the interview with me, and they were such wonderful guests. And we're not quite done. Can I have him call you back in just a few minutes?
Oh yeah, that's all good, man. Thanks.
All right, darling. I hope you enjoy the episode that comes out. We talked all about you. It's your bad self.
All right, take it easy.
Love, peace, chicken grease.
No, he didn't.
That's full circle right there.
The thing about it is because I don't give a shit about women anymore. I look at all of these people in my life as swords. Like, why would I want to date or date and fool around with a sword? They're way more important to me. I can kill with this motherfucker. Because if I never break any kind of fucking relations with her in any way, anything inappropriate, right, she will forever feed me, you guys, right, and these tremendous world beaters and these life changers. And that's why would I want to fuck that up with some stupid inappropriate shit? Y'all,
peep game.
Y'all, people with too much testosterone running through veins, y'all gotta go to jiu-jitsu or something and work that shit out. Fucking around with all this.
Don't forget the stretch.
Chasing pussy. Pussy's, that's a dead end run right there, boys. Let the pussy chase you, and then you be careful. I'm in the villages. We be careful, motherfucker. All right, Mr. Prolific, you ready?
I'm always ready.
All right, my man. Break it down for us, Mr.
All
Mike. And wait, actually, before we do this, because I don't want to fuck it up, because you might end on a good note, and then it won't be worth talking again. Let's do your social media platforms, because you know he's gonna do this Titanic ending and be like pause and be like, let's do our social media platforms now. So let's say that shit real quick, and then you get prolific on that ass, okay?
I keep it real easy and real simple. You can find me on Instagram. You can find me on YouTube. You can find me on Snapchat. All Big Mike's Inc. BIGMIKESINK.
K. And he just put me on game with the Snapchat, so I guess you'll be seeing me there soon.
My stuff be on its way.
So everything is.
My stuff be on its way, right?
That's right. Of course. Of course.
So we will get.
Hey, we're gonna upload it all and launch. Boy, this is really like seed planted part. All right, what about you? You got your jujitsukickass.com, or you know, and you're probably a white belt. You've been in it 6 months, right?
He's a blue belt.
I'm under a rock.
The blue belt around the rib of a milk carton.
On some social media, I'm under a rock.
Blue belt.
I'll be under a rock when it comes to it.
What?
He's a ghost.
Yeah.
You're a ghost?
For now.
All right.
He's milky smooth, milky white.
I love it, man.
Mo's coming out.
I was having an interview with this one group, and I said social media time, and then this guy said something, and the other guy comes to you, and he's like, why you gotta know something about me, man? I'm like, yo, man, y'all school this guy. Yeah, because, you know, these are...
You can also find Devonte on Instagram, too, at the official Devonte McKay.
For sure.
Well, that's your social media, man.
Yeah,
And
go
you
ahead
can
and
find
spell it out.
Yeah, you know how to spell official. DEVONTEMCKAY.
There you go.
That'd be me.
MCKAY.
You gotta get a twit.
And you can find me on Snapchat too. DK the Realist. D.KAY.
all kinds of social media.
THEREALIST. That's what it is.
And then it's like what?
I got a couple of those. I had to
Devonte69 at yahoo.com or something. What's your MySpace?
What is that?
I don't even remember my MySpace.
Still got mine.
Damn.
Yeah, you still rock that shit?
Wow.
I keep thinking something's gonna happen.
Yeah, bro, I'm on MySpace.
I do. I've never even seen a screen.
MySpace done turned into your space.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about it.
Make sure you hit me up on MySpace.
Yeah, right. Hit me up on MySpace.
I'm a ghost.
All right, Mr. Prolific. Now we can go ahead and break it down. So if you drop that hammer at the end, we won't be like, okay, let's
So ask me the question, title it.
all right. The question is titled, this is your message to the universe. This is your opportunity to look into the camera and have a conversation with your future, with the future generations. Probably you can also have a conversation with a person that's older than you right now. Things that you've seen along the way.
I'm gonna let y'all peep some game. In life that we live, it's all about perception. Every situation that you come across is about your perception. No matter what you see and no matter what you look at, you can either choose to see all the bad and all the negative and all the ugly, or you could choose to see all the positive, all the good and all the beauty. But in the end of the day, whatever you see is what you're going to reflect on how you feel. So if you see something and you see it to be negative, and you're going to feel that negativity and it's going to surround you. Or you can look at the same object and see the beauty in it, no matter how ugly it might seem to be. And then your perception will change and how you feel about it will change. Treat others as if you wanted to be treated yourself, and live, peep game, and prosper.
Peep game and prosper.
Could have had a little bit stronger ending, but
I didn't want to babble on for too long. I don't want to babble on for too long.
It was a great pleasure having you guys here today. I hope you guys come back around. Ladies and gentlemen, that's our show for today. We out here. Love, peace, chicken grease.